Amelia is in court to claim £1,050, owed on a loan she made to her former partner for a deposit and rent. Defendant Liam says there was no deadline attached to the loan and he's not currently in a position to pay it back.
Do I have Liam here?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Is it Amelia?
Yes.
Very good. Amelia, now I'm going to use this language, and in due course you may correct me. That's your boyfriend over there, or it was, right?
Yeah.
Such a boyfriend, such a man of decent romance and of general decency that you've brought him to court, is that right?
Well, apart from the man bit, yeah.
And in fact, I have to say, that's a perfect articulation of your case, because according to how you framed your application against Liam, he isn't a man, he's a what?
Boy.
And the reason you say he's a boy is because he's not able to meet his responsibilities, correct?
Yeah.
Especially the debt that you say he has towards you.
Yes.
You don't agree with that, do you, Liam?
I don't agree. Basically, she lent me some money with no deadline, so I didn't have a day out to pay it back. So, to me, that means that I can pay it back when I can. You know what I mean? And she's trying to... she turns around and says, right, I want it now. And she can't backtrack like that. You know what I mean? She's got to give me the time to give her the money back, like she said.
However, the situation is that you have to admit that you lent him money, right?
Yeah, I did lend...
Not out of the blue. You met in 2016, true?
Yes.
You met in an exquisite part of the world, a world which is known for its cultural life. It's known for people really getting together in a deep and meaningful way. Where was that, please?
Birmingham.
In a Birmingham nightclub.
And that was not long after you returned from the UK, having done, I think, what's loosely described as a season abroad. Where was that?
In Iron Upper.
Did you go together to Iron Upper?
No.
Just her on her own?
Yeah.
Right? When you came back, you started dating, roughly in October 2016,
yeah.
right?
I wasn't dating her.
Well, that's
she was
your
just on the side.
What did you say, please, sir?
She was just like on the side kind of thing at the start. And she knew that as well. She knew I told her I'm not going to date you until I trust you.
Just pause for a second. Now, sometimes one might order a steak and that sort of thing and say, I'd like chips on the side.
Spot on.
Perhaps I might like a salad. That would be the type of thing one would do when one was referring to food or objectifying things like that. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you think it's OK to describe her as a bit on the side?
That's just the way it was, I'm going to be honest, the whole way through.
You were seeing someone else, in other words?
I wasn't seeing someone else, but I was keeping my options open.
Keeping your option open. Now, goodness me, why would you do that? Is it because you had so many options?
Because of her reputation.
And what was her reputation? Try and put it in a way that I'll understand.
She just had a reputation for sleeping around, and I'm not going to date someone and put my time into someone who sleeps around behind my back, you know what I mean?
He effectively, madam, has described you as being of loose morals. In other words, you're not somebody who is capable, meaningfully, of being able to commit to a man. And what's more, that everybody in the community in which the two of you knew each other knew that. Is that true or false?
Well, false. Because, basically, before Liam, I was in a relationship. I obviously booked a season in Iron Upper and I went abroad, but before I went abroad, I moved on quite quickly.
Understood. You're entitled to do that. I wasn't giving any credence to what he was saying. Okay. That season in Iron Upper, madam, it doesn't really matter to me. But what were you doing there?
What was I doing there?
Yes, I presume, what were you doing there as a season? Were you working in a bar?
I was working.
Understood.
Yeah.
In a bar?
I was a dancer.
Understood.
On a bar.
Dancer on a bar?
Well, yeah. No, it wasn't on the bar, but it was in a club.
Basically, she's like half naked, eye level for everyone to look at, and she's just shaking it. That's what she does for a living.
That is my job, because when Liam first met me, I'm a podium dancer. It's not a stripper, it's not a lap dancer, nothing like that, not a pole dancer, it's a podium dancer. Much more classy.
Yes, I know all about it. Michelle's told me about it, believe it or not. The reality of the situation is that these are professional dancers who are employed to get the crowd going, so to speak. You don't take your clothes off.
Yes.
It used to be called go-go dancing years ago. Okay. Right? Yes?
Right? Yeah.
Let's just assume that I'm right.
Yeah.
And they employ attractive women, and, by the way, also attractive men, to go and dance in those clubs, correct?
Yes.
Understood. Don't be stupid. Stay and watch the best Judge Rinder moments. And I'm talking. Understood? Don't be a moron. Subscribe to Judge Rinder YouTube channel. Right now. That's an order.